All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. This is our office hour for October the 2nd. It is 6:25 p.m. So far, nobody has joined. That means that hopefully you have not had any questions regarding the lectures or regarding the assignments or any of the homeworks that have been due. Have graded most of your assignments if you already submitted them, lab assignments. Had the link close at midnight for the due date. I have graded whatever has been submitted. Now have reopened it for people that wish to submit their lab assignments for week 5 late. Remember, folks, if you perhaps do submit a lab assignment, the highest grade you can get is 90. We're ducking 10 points off the top. That's beyond everything that's been fulfilled in the requirements of the rubric. So just to keep you guys in mind that yes, you still have to complete your assignments, and if you wish to still complete them, you may do so at this moment in time, all the way to the end of the week. All right, let's go ahead and we got one question that was brought on regarding the week 6 lab assignment. So I'm going to go ahead and do a brief overview once again. If you have not followed in the link, we have a YouTube link with a video instruction of what you're specifically being requested to create. And then we have a link that will take you directly to the sample that I have created, and I want you guys to replicate on the front end. There's some HTML, and on the back end, there will be some CSS that you will need to add. You will not be able to see the stylings, but I am more concerned of the CSS being in place and being able to be functional in all 3 pages across the 3 pages as we mentioned before in the YouTube video. Also, if you have any additional questions, I do have a resource here provided with also a hyperlink that'll take you to 3 W3 schools, and this one's called class creation, and it's to create your selectors for the upcoming div sections that you are going to be adding attributes to the elements that are on your HTML page. So let's go ahead and go over real quick to the actual sample that I've created and that you're going to be supplying for me. This will be the assignment for week 6, as you see in the URL. This is your submission, this first submission. Submission number 1 will be, well, it's all going to be the same submission, but page number 1 says week 6. So here we've created several divs, and we've added CSS styling to the header section. This will be header section. I've added some text. I've added a button. I've added a div within the header section to provide some basic information. This, I want you to personalize it, have your own information. You don't have to provide the student ID. I already know that. But what I do want you guys to create for me is 5 separate divs. These are separate divs, and they are all labeled on the back end. You can use your inspect page, and I've created some classes for them. There is a minor exclusions that I've created on my page so that I know exactly people that have been using the exact code from this sample onto your personal code. So the idea behind all this is to create 5 separate divs to highlight 5 separate days. I want you guys to create somewhat of a diary and explain within those 5 days some current activities that you create, or these can be fictional, this can be partially true, or however you feel. But what I want you guys to do is create 5 separate divs, label them with identification markers and class identification markers, and then personalize them by having borders and having background colors added to them. So right now I have something overriding all these to create different colors on the CSS page on the back end. I have the code already ready, but of course I won't be providing that. This you have to come up on your own, and you may follow the book, and you may follow the CSS W3 schools samples that I have provided. The second page out of the three, you're gonna create a form. This is a very basic form. I want you to input first name, last name, email, even a comment, a submission button. And of course, the JavaScript has not been configured yet. And what I want is the CSS styling that you created for page 1 to carry on over and into your page 2. So you notice how in the URL, I want you guys to create a new HTML page, label it week 6. You can also put page 2 to have that particular identification marker, and also be nested in your htdocs on your server. Next up, I want a confirmation page, and it is just a simple text page. The reason being is that the same thing goes with CSS, how I want this information to be displayed. You can create another div right here, personalize this. Thank you for coming into my shop, whatever conforms to your personal project that you've been working on. If you guys want something like this on your very own project page, I would strongly suggest to take some of these elements and practice creating this page with your personal information according to your project. So there you have it. Very easy on the front end. HTML, you can practically take whatever I have on the back end of the HTML document and replicate it. I do want you guys I want to emphasize that these divs must have separate colors. If they do not, or you have missing elements in this page, points will be deducted accordingly to the rubric. So it is very important to pay attention to the CSS stylings on the back end. On the video, I have elaborated on a little bit exactly what I'm going to be requesting for in the CSS page that can create those attributes for your elements on the front end. All right. So hopefully you guys have had a clear understanding of the upcoming assignment. Like I said, it should not take too long to create 3 separate pages plus the CSS. Remember, they all must be residing within your htdocs. They all must be referenced back to the style of the name of your CSS styling sheet. And once again, yes, you can put student diary here, or you can put, if you have a cafe, you can put Monday lunch specials or Monday special, and then what you have on offer. You have, for instance, you have a morning latte, grande, this and that. Tuesday we have another special, Wednesday special, Thursday special, etc., etc. And then you can come create something here. Like instead of telling me what you think, he says order now. And then you can put it here, oh, I want to order my name, my this and that email. Here you can add to, instead of comment, you just add whatever you want to order. And then you hit submit, confirmation, and confirmations that instead of this comment received, you can put your order has been received. Thanks for shopping, etc. So make it your own. You get some ideas right there. I did not specify what you cannot do, as long as I do see that these elements of the CSS are in the CSS page and that your HTML is stripped of all inline style tags. All right, so hopefully that clears up the questions, and of course you feel you still need to reach out and have more questions answered, please don't hesitate to do so.